Hey guys, welcome to Read Through the Word, October 20th, and I'm Wendy Pope. It's a joy to be with you today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We are taking a look at the story of the 10 healed from leprosy. One of my aha today was like, wow, I didn't know that, or maybe I did and I forgot. I'm getting to the point in my age where I wonder if I had wondered about that before and just forgot that I had wondered about it. But this was an interesting, like, oh, wow, cool, aha for me is this is another Samaritan that has had an encounter with Jesus and has come back, has thanked him and has shown great gratitude for what he did in his life, just like the one in John 4, the Samaritan woman in John 4. I love that. That was my neat something new. But as I have read and studied this particular story numerous times, today my question was for myself was this: what experiences with the Lord have I missed because I failed to believe, obey, and take action? Because Jesus says in verse 17, didn't I heal 10 men? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give glory to God? Notice that he didn't say give glory to me, praise me, lift me up, give me credit, give me high five, fist pumps. No, he said, has no one returned to give God glory except this foreigner? And Jesus said to the man, stand up and go. Your faith has healed you. And that word healed there means whole. It is more than a physical healing that this man, this leper, experienced. It's a salvation. It's a complete wholeness. You have been healed, top to bottom, inside to out, because you came back and you've been able to experience me in a way that the other 9 did not. Which I love that side point. That's not the main point of my lesson, but that's the side point of my lesson. I love that. But look at what the Lord, what Jesus asked them to do. He looked at them and said, go. Well, first off, they say to him, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. And he just looked at them. He looked at them. He didn't rub mud on them. He didn't tell them to go dip in the river. He didn't have to touch them. They didn't touch him. Just said, and have mercy on us. He looked at them and said, go show yourselves to the priest. And they went and they were cleansed of their leprosy. It doesn't say healed. It says cleansed. Those are 2 different Greek words there. Maybe we can dig into those on another day. But here is what they had to do. They had to obey what he told them to do. They had to believe enough to ask and to believe enough to obey and to take action. And I wonder sometimes, as the question is that I posed at the beginning of our lesson, what have I missed because I may have believed God could do X, Y, Z, whatever it is, but I didn't obey what he asked me to do because it sounded so odd. Because they were not supposed, they're outcasts. These are outcasts. They were not supposed to go anywhere near anyone, much less a priest, much less the temple where the priests would be, they're outcasts. So they were told to go against medical standards, safety, health, and wellness standards, societal standards. They were to go against all common sense and law. And they had to take action. Sometimes God asks us to do things that don't make sense. And it's much more easy. It's easier on us to sit and wait for him to make our situation more palatable, to clarify things before we act. It's just easier. Well, I really feel sure that God told me to do this, but I'm just going to sit back and wait. What if in the waiting, delaying the action, delaying the obedience, you've missed the opportunity for the next step, for the next part of the process? What if you miss them all together because you didn't obey and you didn't take action? I'm in that place right now in ministry. What the Lord is asking me to do doesn't make sense to me. It just makes sense to continue doing what I do, what I've known as my call to ministry for 15 years. And to start something new is odd, especially at this late stage in my life. But I've got to believe, and I do believe him. I've got to obey him, and I've got to take action. And that's what I'm planning on doing. Don't know how it's all going to come out. Don't know how it's going to work out. But I know it's going to be for his glory and my good, whatever that is. Because he's proven himself faithful to me over and over again, as I'm sure he has in your life as well. But I want to experience him. I want to be used, as Adam Clarke says, as an instrument in the hand of God. Read that quote out loud a couple times and marinate on it. Y'all take care. I'll see you next time on Read Through the Word. Have a great day.